Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Samsung Galaxy S.
After years of speculation, rumors, and leaks, it seems that Samsung may finally be ending the Galaxy S series. While the Korean tech giant hasn't officially confirmed this yet, recent events and industry trends suggest that this could be the end of an era. In this video, we'll explore why Samsung might be bidding farewell to its flagship smartphone line, what this means for the company and its customers, and what we can expect from Samsung in the future. Will 2023 end it all? Many people who are passionate about Samsung have a soft spot in their hearts for the Galaxy S series, but there may come a time when this renowned selection is pushed to the background in favor of bendable phones. It is possible that this will take place by the end of 2023 after Samsung has introduced the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and the Galaxy Z Flip 5. Since roughly 10 years ago, Samsung Display has been working on the technology required for foldable displays. Over the course of the past few years, Samsung Electronics has been making significant headway with the Galaxy Z Fold and Z Flip lineups in order to bring the bendable concept to the attention of the general public. There is a lot at stake, and the company anticipates that the number of foldable phones shipped will continue to rise on an annual basis. Given Samsung's commitment to the foldable industry, there is a possibility that the Galaxy S set will no longer serve as the company's primary flagship product at some point in the future.
That is terrific news.
And it's possible that this will take place before the year 2023 is over. Like us, you must be curious about how Samsung's Galaxy S series has played a significant role in the company's success over the years. From the latest models to the very first one, we're going to take you on a journey through the entire history of the Galaxy S lineup. Stay tuned to discover how Samsung's flagship series has become a game changer in the smartphone industry and why it has been driving consumer demand for years. Rise of the Foldables. According to Tae-moon, president of Samsung's mobile division, foldable products will account for more than half of the company's premium smartphone shipments by the year 2025. He expressed this prediction with a high degree of assurance. He continued by predicting that foldable devices will soon replace conventional smartphones as the industry standard. It is anticipated that Samsung will lower the price of its foldable flagships in order to achieve this objective.
How interesting.
This will allow customers to take advantage of the many benefits offered by foldable phones once they become available on the market. The Galaxy Z series, particularly the Fold and the Flip lines, will be essential to the accomplishment of this objective. Stay up to date on the latest tech news and rumors by subscribing to our channel. We'll continue to bring you the latest information on upcoming devices like the iPhone 15 Ultra, Z Fold 5, and Pixel 8 Pro. Don't miss out on the latest developments in the tech world. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of tech enthusiasts today. How S-Series boosted Samsung. The vast array of mobile devices that Samsung has made available to consumers is largely responsible for the brand's rise to prominence as one of the most well-known smartphone manufacturers on a global scale. Their Galaxy S flagship lineup is currently the most popular and the primary competitor to the iPhone on the Android platform. In 2010, Samsung released the first device in what would become the Galaxy S series.
To introduce Samsung Galaxy S.
Since then, there have been many different iterations of the line. The Samsung Galaxy S series has been a key contributor to the company's success in driving consumer demand for its various product lines. Customers have shown a lot of interest in purchasing products from the Galaxy S series because of their high-end specifications, features, and stylish designs. Through the success of the Galaxy S series, Samsung has been able to grow its market share and emerge as one of the most successful smartphone manufacturers in the world. How has Samsung's Galaxy S series been a game changer for the company's shipments? Stick around to discover how this iconic smartphone line has helped Samsung dominate the market and why the foldable phone series may soon replace it. With impressive numbers and new releases on the horizon, you won't want to miss what's coming next for Samsung's flagship devices. Improvements needed. Only Samsung, out of all the phone manufacturers, sees its foldable phones as a legitimate addition to the family of smartphones they produce and not as a mere marketing ploy. As Sam Mobile puts it, Samsung will have to improve some things about its foldable phones before the spotlight moves from the Galaxy S line to the Galaxy Z. First, Samsung will probably need to treat the Galaxy Z Flip as a proper flagship and give it features like DeX. Because the business market is gradually warming up to the foldable form factor, this is a significant move for original equipment manufacturers, OEMs. It's possible that Samsung will be the brand that takes the spotlight away from the Galaxy S, and that brand's name is Samsung. However, for this to occur, Samsung will need to improve their foldable smartphones by introducing new features such as DeX, enhancing their cameras to have higher resolutions, and developing a foldable display with fewer creases. It has been reported that the company is already taking these steps in preparation for the release of the Galaxy Z Flip 5 in 2023. Shipment. Samsung has shipped 14 million foldable phones during the first 3 quarters of 2022, which is an impressive number that should not be laughed off.
Absolutely amazing.
It is anticipated that this number will rise to 26 million the year after it currently stands. It is anticipated that the Galaxy Z Flip 5 and Galaxy Z Fold 5 will be released towards the end of 2023. If they are successful in attracting consumers' attention, they may be able to displace the Galaxy S series as the market's most popular offering by the following year. It is not a question of whether or not the transition will take place. Rather, the question at hand is when it will take place. It is likely that the beginning of this shift will take place toward the end of the year 2023. The average amount of Galaxy S phones shipped per launch is not publicly available. However, Samsung has announced that it shipped over 42 million Galaxy S20 units in 2020, indicating that the brand ships millions of units of its flagship phone at each launch. These numbers may be indicative of how much the Galaxy S3 might be shipped by the end of the year. Is S23 the end of S series? One can make the assumption that the Galaxy S23 will be the last truly significant addition to the S line before Samsung shifts its perspective on the S series, viewing it less as its pinnacle of mobile technology and more as an auxiliary smartphone series designed to ease the transition to bendable phones over time. With this in mind, we anticipate that the Galaxy S23 series will be electrifying and that the Galaxy Z Flip 5 and Z Fold 5 will unequivocally show that Samsung is ready to tilt the balance in favor of foldable phones. With this in mind, we expect that the Galaxy S23 series will be electrifying and that the Galaxy S23 series will be electrifying. It's impossible to say for certain whether or not the Galaxy S23 will be the last of the Galaxy S series. Samsung has a long and successful history of producing high-quality smartphones, so it's likely that the company will continue to develop and release new models in the future. At the same time, the smartphone market is always evolving, and Samsung may decide to switch up its strategy and focus on different kinds of devices. For example, the company could switch to foldable or 5G-enabled phones, or move away from the Galaxy S series entirely. Will traditional smartphones be replaced? In only 3 short years, Samsung has made it abundantly clear that foldable smartphones will soon become the industry standard. According to some reports, the company has already begun decreasing the number of phones in its S series and has ceased production of the Fan Edition. Could this be the beginning of the end for the traditional shape of sweet spars? Since Samsung is currently the most dominant player in the foldable phone market, it is not inconceivable that the company could one day become the only provider of foldable phones.
Absolutely.
The Chinese market is the primary focus of competition from companies like Xiaomi, Huawei, Oppo, Motorola, and Vivo. It will be fascinating to observe whether or not this pattern persists and whether foldable smartphones become the only available option. Foldable phones are becoming increasingly popular, but it's unlikely that they will replace traditional smartphones in the near future. They are still relatively expensive and not as widely available as traditional smartphones, and some features may still need some improvement. Our thoughts. It is hard to predict if the Galaxy S series will end in 2023 since it is difficult to anticipate the future of technology. Samsung has done a great job of constantly innovating the Galaxy S series to remain on the cutting edge of the smartphone industry.
Cheers to that.
With new technologies emerging every year, Samsung is likely to continue to bring out more advanced Galaxy S models in the future. The Galaxy S series has seen many improvements over the years, from the introduction of the curved display on the S6 Edge to the improved battery life and camera on the S20 Ultra. Samsung is likely to continue to make changes to the Galaxy S series to keep up with the changing technology landscape. It is hard to say if the Galaxy S series will end in 2023. Samsung has a track record of consistently innovating its products and releasing new models to stay ahead of the competition. As long as Samsung keeps up with the latest technologies and trends, the Galaxy S series is likely to continue to be a major player in the smartphone market. Are you lucky enough to have gotten their hands on the latest Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra? Or are you still on the fence about whether this phone is worth the investment? Either way, you won't want to miss our in-depth review of the best user cases for the Samsung S23 Ultra. We've got you covered, from sleek and stylish to rugged and protective. So join us and find out how you can enhance your Samsung S23 Ultra experience with the best user cases on the market.